Welcome back. This is episode 2 to my new podcast. I just filmed episode 1 a couple of hours ago, recapping yesterday's action in the NBA and the NHL. That was May 23rd. Now we're on to May 24th, and we're going to be previewing the Panthers at Rangers and the Mavs at Timberwolves. And we're going to be giving our best bets for the games. I'll be tracking my units to see if I ended up being profitable, and then hopefully I'll be tracking my units for the rest of the podcast for future episodes to come. So we're going to start with the Panthers playing at the Rangers. The Panthers are up 1-0 in the series. They took a road game in game 1. The line here is even at -110 for both sides. We have an over-under at 5.5. Slightly favored towards the under at -125. The over's +100. This is per Hard Rock. I'm leaning the Rangers money line, -110. I'm going to put 1 unit on that. They only saw 2 power plays during game 1. Florida saw 3. I think if New York can see a few more power plays or maybe limit Florida to a power play or 2 less, I think that they should end up winning the game. It's kind of a must-win for New York. They can't lose both of their home games and then travel down to Florida and play game 3 and 4 down there, down to 0-2. So must win for New York. I think that they'll get it done tonight. I'm gonna be leaning the under 5.5 at -125. I'll put 1 unit on that as well. Really, last game there's only 1 real goal, the Tkachuk goal in the first period, and then the Rangers had their own goal in the third period, which was a mistake on their end. And then they also had an empty net goal. So the Panthers, 3 goals last game, kind of fluky. So we're going to go under 5.5 here. There were also only, 27 shots for the Panthers and 24 shots for the Rangers. So they're not really shooting a lot on net. I think that this should stay under 5.5 pretty comfortably. Then I made a few parlays to go with it, some same game parlays. We got the Rangers and the under 5.5 with Sam Bennett, Evan Rodriguez, and I'm not sure what this guy's first name is, Luostarinian, under 0.5 points. So we have the whole third line to go scoreless with the under and Rangers money line. That's +475. And then I took the Rangers I'm putting a half unit on that. And then I took the Rangers -1.5, under 6.5 for the total game. And then we have Tkachuk, Verhaeghe, and Lundell to all go scoreless, no points. That as a same game parlay is +900. I'm going to put a quarter of a unit on that, so 0.25 units. And then that's about all I have for the NHL game. It should be starting here in about 5 minutes. So by the time this is posted, first period might be ended. But yeah, I'm leaning the Rangers. I wouldn't be surprised to see Florida take this, though. I think Florida is a slightly better team, but the Rangers at home, backs against the wall, I think they're going to get it done. And then we have the Mavericks at the Timberwolves. Kind of a similar situation. Timberwolves must win here. They can't lose both of their home games. Mavericks are up 1-0 after a close game 1. The Timberwolves are favored by 6 here. That's -110, and then their money line is -250 with an over-under of 207.5. I don't really want to play the Mavericks or the Timberwolves here. I'm leaning Mavs +6, but that's not going to be an official play. I won't be putting any units on that. But I don't really like to play the over-unders, but I will play the over 207.5 here. I'll put a unit and a half on that at -110. Last game, there were 213 total points, and that was with both sides kind of leaving some points at the free throw line. There were only 35 total free throw attempts that game, which is kind of fluky. The Mavericks shot 24% from 3. I think that they'll be much better today. The Wolves shot 43% from the field. I think that should be closer to 50 today. But yeah, like I said, only 35 free throw attempts in game 1 in total for both teams. The Timberwolves, I checked the 5 games before that for the Timberwolves, so games 3 through 7 against the Nuggets. The Timberwolves attempted 25, 27, 19, 24, and 30 free throws by themselves. And then for the Mavericks, in their whole series against the Thunder, so games, 1 through 6, they shot 24, 13, 23, 25, 24, and 25 free throws themselves. So today, instead of 35 free throws attempted, I think we should be seeing around 55 maybe. And yeah, so, and also last game, the free throw percentage was a little bit down. It's 27 for 35 last game for the entire game. That's only 77%. I think today we'll be seeing somewhere in the 80s, so we could see potentially high 40s free throws made compared to 27. So if the Mavericks and the Timberwolves play just average, what they normally do with their free throws attempted, their 3 points made, then I think that they should soar over 207.5. I should have looked into the alternate lines on that, but I didn't really have the time to do that. So the best bets for the player props, or before the player props, I wrote down Mavs in 7 is plus 700 right now. I'm going to put a half a unit on that future. I can't really see the Timberwolves going 7 games with the Nuggets and 7 games with the Mavericks and finding a way to pull out Game 7 both times. I think Kyrie's experience is really going to help the Mavericks if they did go to Game 7. And yeah, by that point, the Timberwolves are just going to be tired out. Not enough fuel left in the tank, I think, if we do reach Game 7. So plus 700 for the Mavs, I think that that's great value. And then let's get into the player props. For the Mavs, I have all overs today because I do think it'll be a higher scoring game. So Kyrie points and assists, I have over 26.5, and I put 1 unit on that. He was kind of unguardable in the first game. He dropped, I think it was 30 flat with no threes made. So if he puts a 3 or 2 on the board, I think he's dropping at least 20 points. I'm confident that he can drop at least 20 points, and then maybe he'll see a double team or two, and he can kick it out. We know that he's a good playmaker as well. He likes to find Luka. He likes to find PJ Washington in the corner. Maybe Derrick Jones Jr. for a dunk. Derek Lively in the paint too. Daniel Gafford. They're high percentage from the field. So Kyrie points and assists. 26.5 seemed low for me, so I'm putting a unit on it. PJ Washington, 1+ threes is minus 1,000. He averages 3.6 threes a game in their last 8 games. He averages 6.8 attempts this postseason. So I think today he's definitely going to be making 1. I think he shot 2 for 8 last game. If he can keep up the attempts, he'll definitely be making 1. So minus 1,000, I'm putting 5 units on that. And then we got Derek Lively, over 8.5 rebounds and assists is plus 105. I'm putting 1 unit on that. And then I'll also be putting an alternate line for him to get 5 or more rebounds. And that's minus 575. I'll be putting 3 units on that. And this is purely a minutes play. He outplayed Gafford in the first game. I forget what the plus minuses were exactly, but Lively was better when he was on the floor. The Mavericks played better. So I think he'll be getting a lot more minutes this game. He had 11 rebounds. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of Anthony Edwards. I know he dominated the boards last game, and he put up 3 assists. I think it was 11 and 3. But yeah, 14 rebounds and assists in game 1. I think he can get 9 tonight, and I'm getting plus money. Should be seeing more minutes. I think that's pretty confident in that play. And then we got Ant-Man over 26.5 points. This is minus 120. I'm going to be putting 1 unit on this. He only attempted 2 free throws in game 1. Normally, he's going to be around 7, 8, 9 free throws a game. How he likes to attack the rim. He likes to play physical. And he also tends to score more with less rest. So I was looking at the Nuggets games. Whenever he gets 1 game of rest, he tends to score a lot more points. Or 1 day of rest, he tends to score a lot more points. If he gets 2 days rest or 3 days rest, then he's below 20 points, which is what happened in game 1. So only 1 day of rest this time around. I guess he likes to find his groove that way, or maybe his teammates are tired. It's something with the Timberwolves where they like to find Ant-Man to score with less rest. So lastly, we have Nickeil Alexander-Walker over 1.5 rebounds. This is plus 125. I'm only going to be putting a half unit on this. I'm kind of just testing the waters here. The Mavs allow a ton of rebounds to guards. They're third in rebounds allowed to point guards, and they're third in rebounds allowed to shooting guards. And Mike Conley is kind of banged up. He had a bad game 1. He's listed as questionable, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be playing. But with him playing through an injury, he's not playing the best. So I think Nickeil Alexander-Walker should see some minutes, and then should also be seeing some rebounds as well. And then that's all I have for my best bets. That's for Panthers at Rangers and Mavericks at Timberwolves. And I'll be getting back to you guys tomorrow with the results. And yeah, thank you for checking out the stream. This is only episode 2, so hopefully there will be some improvements in the future. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks.